Alright, welcome back everyone. One thing that I noticed is the last few episodes have gone very quickly in terms of like the pacing. So there's always been like a very defined goal for what I want to do in each one, and that goal typically takes a lot of time, and so I end up having to cut a lot of content out of the videos. So the goal for today is just to kind of slow it down a little bit. I don't really have any big plans on the docket for today, just mostly just a bunch of cleanup stuff that I have to do. So we're going to do that cleanup stuff, and hopefully I'll be able to record more like, actually playing the game, actually gathering materials and things like that, and less just like sporadic, choppy, like progress updates, I guess. So this one will probably be a little bit more like slow-paced, a little bit more chill vibes. So yeah, hopefully you enjoy it. Yeah, let's get into it. Alright, the first thing I want to do is figure out how to disable this timer. I really love the Redpower machines, but the fact that they require a redstone signal to operate, and really the best way to do that is with this timer, which makes a very loud clicking sound, isn't really ideal. So I do not want this to be running all the time. Eventually I will want it to automatically turn on whenever it is in use, but for now, I think I'm just going to add an off switch just so I do not drive myself crazy. I think I should be able to just hook up a lever to this backside here, and hopefully that will work to turn it off. Yep, okay. That was a really easy fix actually. I didn't even have to rearrange any redstone or everything. It still goes up and goes into all the filters, or sorry, the transposers. And now I can just easily flick it on and off so it's not constantly running and driving me crazy. So, next up. I think we're going to gather some sand, because I'm going to need a lot of sand to get the dome built on top of the tree farm. I'm actually going to run a decent amount into the desert because I don't want to make it too ugly. I think eventually I will have some kind of like quarry operation here in the desert, so it's not really ever going to be that pretty, but trying to just avoid having it be like a barren wasteland instead of like an actual desert once I mine all the sand away. So I think this will be a good spot. I think my goal is going to be to like fill up this entire bag with sand. Actually, that's a bit crazy. Okay, I think I'm just going to get as much sand as I can tolerate, and then hopefully that'll be enough to get the dome built. So yeah, the pacing of this one is probably going to be a decent amount slower than the other ones. Usually I have like a set task of something that I want to accomplish. But usually it's a pretty big task, and so it takes quite a bit of time to get it done in terms of like recording time. So a lot of times I have to cut out a lot of stuff just so it's not like absurdly long, and so I feel like I have to cut out like a lot of the stuff like this, just like gathering materials and stuff like that. So this hopefully should be more like chill, relaxed vibes without, some massive task that has to be accomplished within like a 20-minute span. I try to keep it between like 20 and 25 minutes, just so it's like a digestible amount of time. I feel like anything more than that can be kind of like difficult to set time aside to watch, at least like in my opinion. Like if I see something and it's like, if it's over 30 minutes, I'm like, do I have time for this or do I not have time for this? But if it's in like that kind of like golden 20 to 25 minute range for me, I think that's at least the most convenient for me. So that's kind of what I'm trying to do. But with, I know the last one, like I had probably like 50 or an hour's worth of footage just because it was, a lot happened. And I had to cut out like a ton of it just so it would fit within a reasonable amount of time. So it's kind of hard to strike a good balance between, getting stuff done, but also like having time to actually enjoy the process of gathering everything and like actually like playing the game. So hopefully this will be a good like in between, like a good slower paced, just good time where we just get stuff done, I guess. This mining laser actually does a really good job of mining sand. I put on the long range mode and I can just sit here, right click, it'll destroy all the sand, and then a new batch of sand will just drop in and replace it. So I can just kind of sit there and just keep pressing right click and get a ton of sand for not really doing that much work, so it's kind of nice. This is a bit freaky though. Looks like there's some massive cave opening right underneath me, so hopefully I don't fall in that and get killed, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. There is some sand down there, which I kind of want to go down and grab. Guess we can run down there real quick. What's the worst that could happen? Oh, yeah, it's totally fine. So we can just grab this sand. Some light over here, actually. Is there lava here? Oh, wow. And a ton of marble, too. So that's good to know. I do have a massive marble deposit right by my house, but eventually that will run out, and it's good to know where another big part of, or I guess big chunk of marble is for just base building in the future. I have been using a lot of marble for my builds, just because I think it's just an easy default to go to with the marble walls and the basalt floor. But I'm hopefully gonna expand out a little bit whenever I build the Railcraft station. I hope to use like bricks and some stuff like that, just so it's just a little bit different, because I feel like if I just use like the same 2 blocks for every thing in my entire base, like it's gonna look pretty repetitive. So hopefully I can do like a little bit of like theming the build to whatever is contained within it, and it would just bring a little bit more variety and I guess character into the world, instead of just having everything just be marble and basalt, which looks good, but you know, it's good to be different. Alright, laser's out of charge, drill's out of charge, Modpack is out of charge. So this is all the sand we managed to collect. Honestly, probably enough to finish the dome, but I was expecting a little bit more, but I mean, I really can't complain about this. And it's nice to have a smelter down that can hopefully make this glass making process go a lot faster, because this is a lot of sand that needs to be smelted up. Alright, let's get this sand into the furnace system. One thing I was wondering is if the if this transposer will be able to keep up with all these furnaces, because the transposer can only take 1 item out at a time, and I think that like the first 2 or 3 furnaces will be all it's able to support, just because I think it's going to smelt items faster than they can be pulled out. So I think I might replace this transposer with a filter, which basically does the exact same thing, except it can pull entire stacks at a time. But we'll see if it's able to handle this first, I guess. But I'm betting that it probably won't. Let's see. It should come up here pretty quick. Oh, I guess we should probably turn this on first. What? Why did that happen? What did I do to make that happen? Huh? Oh, okay. I think I know why that happened. I've actually built a battery over here. So basically these solar panels will charge these batteries. There's 3 MFEs here, which is a decent amount of power, so it'll bank all the solar panel, and then whenever I need it, it will come out of the top here. And I forgot that this emits medium voltage, and I need it to be low voltage, or else it will explode all my machines. So I actually need to make a transformer. I think I just need... Do I need an LV or MV transformer? I don't know. Let me figure out which one of these I need. Alright, let's make this medium voltage transformer, so hopefully I don't blow up all my stuff again. I have that messed up. Kind of forgot about that, but this is really cheap to make, so it shouldn't really be that big of a deal. I just have to make sure I put it facing the right direction, or else everything's just going to explode again, I think. But I think I'll put it right here. I think that is the right way, actually. So now everything should be fine with these items coming through, except I need to make more pipes to replace that because it exploded. And I need to make a new furnace too. Okay. I'm gonna repair this. Alright, whenever I connect this, item should come out. And okay, no explosion, so that's always a good sign. These items actually are coming out a bit faster than I thought they would, so I think they will be able to fill these furnaces. But it is kind of annoying that it takes them out one at a time, because we have to wait for this entire furnace to fill up. That is one bad thing about using the Redpower tubes, is it does just fill the closest container to it instead of distributing them equally, and I really don't think there's anything that can be done about that. So I could do a similar setup here where like I use Buildcraft to pump them into a buffer chest and then pull them out into the furnaces, but honestly that would be like so much more, like that would just take up so much more space, and I think I would have to redo this entire room, and I honestly don't think that that's worth it right now. Most things I'll be smelting are in bulk, but this taking out items one at a time is a massive bottleneck. So I think I am actually going to replace that with a filter, which requires a little bit of crafting, but nothing too crazy. So I'll probably just do that off camera, just because it's kind of boring. So I also made this charging bench, which is really nice because it can actually charge multiple items at the same time. So it's kind of nice to just throw all your stuff in there and then just walk away and come back later. I just need to recharge this drill a little bit so I can, I mean honestly that's probably enough. All I need to do is just break this filter, or sorry, this transposer, keep getting those mixed up. Break this transposer and put in this filter, like this, and there we go. Okay, so now full stacks get taken out, so it's a lot faster. One thing I will make for this home base is a chunk loader. Hello guys. So I do have a chunk loader over at the tree farm, just so the turtles don't get, you know, unloaded, because when turtles get unloaded they kind of like forget everything about what they were doing and just kind of restart themselves, which we really don't want. So I have one for there, but I just realized I'd never made one for in my actual base, because I want this to be chunk loaded too, so if I leave the area it keeps on you know, making stuff. So I don't really know where to put this, but for now I guess I'll just put it here. And then I think it should be on. I don't think I have to do anything else. So loads of 5x5 area, which is nice. And then, oh, I also made a computer here. It doesn't do anything right now. It actually should be. Why isn't it working? I don't know, it should be printing high here on the monitor, so like a very, very useful program here. That really should be working, and I'm kind of worried why it's not working, but we'll figure that out later. We're not working on this today, but I do have some cool plans with computers in the future. A lot of plans with computers. Computercraft is a really good mod, and I'm definitely going to utilize it to the fullest. The struggle for food in this world has just been never-ending. Luckily, there's actually a good way to get cooked food, is if you just shoot pigs with a mining laser, you get cooked pork chops out of it. So that's pretty nice, but I do need to get an automatic food farm set up. Either, you know, making bread with wheat, or set up some kind of like animal breeding farm or something like that. Just because it's kind of hard to go out and collect food in bulk. Like I feel like I'm constantly fighting to just stay alive. Alright, so while all that glass is smelting up, we're back at the tree farm. You'll be happy to know I got this turtle back from the stratosphere. Whenever I restarted the server, he stopped moving up, so I was able to fly up there and grab him, bring him home, so that's good. But I do have these extractors in the wall, and currently all of the drops are just going straight into these chests, which is fine, but I would rather have them pumped directly into these extractors, and then from these extractors be pumped into these chests. So that's what I think I'm going to work on. Of course I came all the way here and didn't bring any kind of materials for this, but it should be pretty straightforward. I think I'll bring one of my solar panels to put here, and I think that'll be enough. I think I'm going to do a similar setup where I just have, you know, a battery set up, because these only run once every like 20 minutes, I think. So with one solar panel, I should have plenty of power stored up to process the entire harvest, or at least that's kind of what I'm hoping. Right now I just have generators in the wall, but I think that'll be a good way to do it. So I need to actually go and get all my materials now. I think for now I'm just going to use one MFE to store all of the power. They're pretty expensive. I mean, each one costs 4 diamonds, so they're not exactly cheap. And I think, honestly, like, it's only like a couple extractors, and like each time it harvests wood, it's like maybe like a couple stacks. So I'm hoping there'll be enough power stored in one MFE to power all of the wood going through the extractors, but I'll definitely keep an eye out on it and make sure it's not, you know, running out of power or anything. But yeah, let's make this MFE actually. It's pretty straightforward. Machine block, and then I think it's just gold wires. Pretty simple recipe, but it is a bit pricey, honestly. I don't love using diamonds. I know I have a ton of them, but like, it is very much easy come, easy go. You know, like, I had a stack just the other day, and now I'm down to 41, so I definitely run through them a lot faster than I probably should. Mostly just because these MFEs and these glass fiber cables take them. So, yeah, I might need to honestly go diamond mining soon. Alright, I actually ran out of wood while making the redstone engines I needed, so we're here at the jungle, just because jungle trees are pretty easy to cut down. And this here is a rubber tree. It's from a different mod. I think this is the Redpower rubber tree, but I'm pretty sure you can use this as if it was IC2 rubber, and so I'm pretty sure I could just cut down this entire tree and then not really have to worry too much about rubber anymore. So maybe it was a bit premature to make that rubber farm, because I could just like cut down a couple of these and be set for life basically, but you know, it was still fun to make, and I think it's good to just have like a basically limitless supply of something as common as rubber. So one thing I do want to try is I want to try using the mining laser on this tree just to see if this works on wood. Looks like it does, so let me put this on long range mode and do that. Okay, yeah, that's nice. Cutting down trees. Oh, it does cause fire though, so I might actually cut down this entire forest. Oh, that's bad. Oh wow, that is very long range. Okay, I think I put out all the fires, but that is definitely something to worry about, because I really do not want to burn down this entire jungle. This is kind of my my go-to place for wood, so that would kind of be bad if it all burned down. I'm really looking forward to having Railcraft set up. With Railcraft you can have extremely fast rails, and I want to have a rail going to the volcano, a rail going to this tree farm, and then a rail going all the way to the jungle, just so I can get materials super fast and not have to worry about walking everywhere. I mean, the jetpack does make it a little bit easier, but it's still very slow to get places, so definitely looking forward to that. Hopefully I'll get to that in the next, like, couple episodes. Alright, let's steal one of these solar panels, and let's move it to the tree farm. Oh, looks like I made it just in time to see this last turtle go on a run. Oh man, they cut down all the trees already. Oh, this guy's just coming out. I did actually change the code, so it used to do this thing where, like, they would, if they didn't need fuel or like they just got fuel, they would like drop down and then come back up and they would all go together. I realized that that was kind of like stupid. Like, there was really no reason to do that. I could just like make them go cut down trees as soon as they were done. I don't know why I didn't think of that, but yeah, now they just go cut down trees whenever they're done with doing their stuff. I think I should be able to just chain these together. I think that's actually upside down. Can I not rotate this? I have glass fiber cables, which is probably overkill. I'm just going to connect them to these copper cables because I don't really think it matters. Let's get this. Okay, this is really hard. Okay, I think if I hold down space and press M, I'm in hover mode now. Okay, cool. That did not make anything easier at all. Can I... That's upside down, man. I don't want that. This is difficult. So now these should be powered. Turn off hover mode here. Let me actually test this. Let's get some wood and place it in one of these. Let's break these generators because I think these still have some juice in them. Okay, yeah, it looks like the power isn't running out, so I think it is drawing power out of this battery here. Okay, looks good. So now we just need to hook up these pipes. I'm hoping I can pipe them into the sides and I don't need to pipe them into the top. I'm also realizing these wires are probably going to have to be... Actually, no. I can just have the wooden pipes around the back. And I'm also realizing that I forgot to bring redstone torches to power the pumps. So, gonna have to make another trip back to my base. But that's okay. It's not too far. So I think once I do this, and then I need all these outputs to go into these chests. Let's see how that looks from inside. I think it's probably fine. Yeah, I'm cool with that. Let me fix some of these holes in the wall. And now it should be pretty much ready to go. I just need to replace that one thing in the floor, and then get some redstone torches for these guys. And then I think I'll be ready to go. Here. Cool, they're pumping. So now everything should work. I should be able to just take this rubber wood out and place it back in these chests as if they were just mined out. And they should make their way to the extractors. Okay, what on earth is happening? This is like, how did these get in here? I'm very confused. Bruh. Why would you think I want to do that? Okay. This is all sorts of messed up. Okay. First off, why? And everything's being dumped on the floor. Okay. Good thing I did a test with every piece of wood I had. Okay, yeah, this is like... Man, how do I even stop this? Oh my god. Help. Okay, I might actually turn into the Joker. Why would you place these engines like this? Like, I placed them directly facing these pipes. Like, why do you do that? This is driving me insane. I think I can place them like alternating like this, but that is just like, this is gonna be weird. I think it's actually not too bad. Okay, you know what? Whatever, it works. I made a big old mess of marble here trying to make it look pretty. Probably should have like made sure it worked first. Dude, it's not a good time. I'm crashing out over here. Okay, I basically had to flip everything a full 90 degrees, so hopefully it should work now. I've got one side hooked up. I ran out of pipes, so that's kind of annoying. I have to go back and make more, but this time I actually learned from my mistake. I'm going to see if this works, and then I'm going to do it on the other side. So, let's see. This wire can go away. I don't need that. This one too. And it will look a little cleaner on the inside because I left enough room to fill this area with marble. So now you won't, see outside. But it looks like that actually went into the right slot. And then hopefully it will get pulled out of the bottom. I hope, please. Oh my god. Are you actually like... Are you trying to make me, like, lose my head? Okay. Alright. I got the inputs on the top and outputs on the side. If you ever make any machine in Tekkit Classic or IC2, please, please, please put your input on the top and your output on the sides. They're still going in when they're supposed to come out. But you know what, I think it's fine, because they just come right back out. I'll probably put one-way pipes along here, but at this point I just can't really be bothered. Eventually the rubber will make it up into these chests. So I think this should work. I'm going to do another awesome test where I, you know, put everything I own into these chests. How did okay, cool. I guess pork chops got put in there. You know what? That's a good stress test. Let's see what happens if I put pork chops in there. It's a good idea. Okay, I think I have all of these pipes set up right. I have a, once again forgot what these are called, so we'll call them distribution pipes. That's what they're actually called. Okay, distribution pipes. So one will go this way, one will go this way, right? You can see that. And then they will get put into these extractors here, and there will be one going into each one just to prevent like one from overflowing or whatever. It'll just, you know, transfer the load more evenly. And then we should hopefully see that here. And on the output side, I have these iron pipes, which basically just act as one-way pipes. So there won't be like rubber coming out of this one and then trying to go into this one. That was happening, and it was like fine because it would just get pumped right back out of this one and then, you know, move on. But it wasn't like great. Like it wasn't the best just because it would take longer for the rubber to get to the end, and it would take, like, the path to get to the end was a lot longer. So I actually have the battery like unplugged, I guess. I'm waiting for this to have a little bit more charge just so I can, you know, be able to run these extractors without having them all run out of power and then like do nothing. So I guess we can plug this in and, you know, let's just see what happens. So I'm assuming this battery is probably draining at crazy speeds. Okay, it's actually really not draining that fast at all. So I think this one battery should be enough to power all the extractors, given enough time to store energy from the solar panel. But I think this can be considered finished. You can see this one just made its piece of rubber, and so now it should go straight down instead of, you know, doing the whole, you know, rigmarole of going into the wrong place, getting stuck there, getting pumped out. And then I also have a one-way pipe here, so it doesn't like go this way and then start getting up and all these and all that good stuff. So yeah, I think all this piping is done. Definitely not my best work in terms of how it looks. This is not how it was supposed to go. This was kind of like a make it work type situation, but I've definitely learned my lesson about piping things in the top and out through the sides. So I guess that's good. But we still have to make the dome on top of this thing. So I think I'm going to grab a bunch of marble and a bunch of glass and start planning out this dome. And then I think that took a lot longer than I thought. So I don't know how much time we'll have to build the dome, but I mean, there's really not that much like work to show. I just need to just sit down and get it done. So I'm going to get a layout for that, and then we can start placing the blocks. Alright, I got a bunch more marble, and then I collected all the glass that I had. So this is a lot of glass, so I think we should be good on the glass front. What I'm going to do first is just have like, that's not the center, just like a general like outline. So I'm going to have like a dome going over the top of just marble, just like a strip here and then a strip there. And then we'll be able to fill in the rest with glass. My idea is just to use the same basic shape as this. And yeah, we'll just see how that goes. I think I might go like 3 up and then go in. Alright, we got the frame of the dome in. It is pretty tall. It's a pretty tall dome. I'm trying to sit here and think if this is going to look good. I don't know, man. It's kind of hard to tell. It just kind of looks too tall and not like wide enough. But I might lower it a little bit because I did go up 3 more blocks. I guess I could just raise the wall by 3, and then I think that would make it look a lot more like, it would make the walls taller and the dome shorter, and I think that's kind of what we want, because right now the dome just looks way too tall for the walls because it's like sunken into the ground like this. So I'm going to try to raise the walls 3 to match this, and then we'll see if that looks better. Okay, I raised the wall by 2, and I think that does the job pretty well. Nothing really left to do now but place a bunch of glass. I just started recording because the turtles are going, and I always just like watching that, so look at them go. My little guys. Let's watch this guy cut down this tree. Wow. How cool. I don't know. I like Computercraft a lot, so hopefully you enjoy the farm. I just love watching it work, so anyway. Okay, this is actually going really well. I think I have a strategy going. I'm actually going from the top down, and I'm basically just like, on each layer, I just make another circle. And it's been working out like really well, like almost like too well. You can kind of see what I have here already, and I mean I think it looks pretty good. But like top layer, you make a circle, and then the one below it, and this inner ring, I just filled in all the gaps, and then on the outer ring, I was like, okay, how can I make this a nice even circle? And then I did, and then I just fill in the gap in the middle. So now I'm just like focused on the outer ring for each one, and then I think to myself, how can I make this be like as perfect of an outer circle as it can be? And then whatever the gap is, I just fill that in here. So it's been a lot easier working top to bottom than it is bottom up. We'll see how that goes, because I'm a bit worried about it, but I think if I just continue with this strategy, it should work out pretty well. You know, glass is really hard to look at and make sure you have something equal on both sides, but I think this looks even on both sides. I'm like 90% sure, and that's good enough for me, but I think it looks fine, honestly. It's nighttime, so there's a bunch of like creepers around, which is scary around a glass dome that took forever to build, but I think this is a good shape. I think I just need to continue this all the way around. Dude, I'm like trying to record something. No manners. Okay. I think this is good enough to take all the way around. It is tricky to duplicate though, like getting this exact same shape on all four sides is going to be a lot of work. So I guess I gotta get on it. I'll be back when it's finished. Alright, I think that's it. It's symmetrical as far as I know. And honestly, that's good enough for me. If you see something that's not symmetrical, honestly, you can keep it to yourself, because I'm happy with it the way it is, and if you tell me about it, then it's just going to bother me. But the turtles just finished their run, but I'm pretty happy with it. I'm glad there's a roof now, so no more turtles will go off into space. Okay, that guy is broken, I guess. What did you do, man? Okay, anyway. These guys always somehow find somewhere to break. Alright, so I think that's going to do it for today. I got everything done that I set out to accomplish. It was more of just like kind of a housekeeping type episode, I guess. Just kind of doing the stuff that I'd pushed off in the previous episodes. But, yeah, hopefully it was enjoyable for you, having a bit more of a slow-paced episode. But if you have any ideas or suggestions for anything to do next, please let me know in the comments, and hope to see you next time.